So this is a quick recording on how to create a custom Class Connect session to invite specific students to it using 12U Action. You can use this to create custom Class Connect sessions for ILPs, monthly progress conference, RTI, supporting students that are struggling, any number of reasons. What you need to do this particular task is you need to actually have a list of the ID numbers of the students you want to invite. So in this case, I'm pulling those ID numbers from a report of missing monthly progress conferences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start by selecting the ID numbers off this report and then copying them to my clipboard. Once that is done, I can go into the 12U School application and choose 12U Action. Within the 12U Action application, I'm going to go over here to Student ID and I'm going to paste. That's going to paste all the ID numbers of those students and then hit search. All of the students that I've actually have on my list have now appeared in the search results pane. Next, what I'm going to do is click this checkbox to select all of those students. Once this checkbox has been selected, I can come over here to the menu button and I can choose Add Students to a new Class Connect session. The Class Connect session window will open. I'm going to choose Conference, hit Continue, and you can choose any of those options. You name your session like you normally would. In this case, because there is not a subject, just monthly progress conference. Actually, there is a subject, just Orange 300. Let me find that in my list here. So I'm going to pick my subject. Unit lessons none, program is to be none. I'm going to hit Continue. I'm going to choose the date and time of my session. And this session is going to run today from 3 to 4 p.m. 2 p.m. Yeah, it's going to start at 2 p.m. and I'm going to run the session for about 2 hours today. Hit Continue. So now all of my students have shown up here in this list, right? So I'm going to click over here to say that they need to be required. I want to make sure I also invite administrators. So I'm going to go over here and just grab me as an administrator, because that's my administrator, and then I'm going to hit Continue. And then schedule my session. Now I've got the session scheduled for all the students that I wanted to complete this monthly progress conference on. That's going to show up on their Class Connect schedule. Now I'm going to go back to 12U Action and I'm going to follow this up with an email message. So I'm going to come over here and choose Send Student New Mail. So I put my subject line in for my message here. I'm going to say, and I'm going to actually use the user's guide here to grab the student name. So I'm going to grab that information. So I'm going to click Copy Student Name. Go back here to Compose Email. I'm going to paste that in here, student first name. And you guys are seeing my horrible typing skills here, right? All right. All right, so now that I have that information here, what next thing I'm also going to do, another little trick I like to do because you never know when a learning coach responds which student it's related to. The other thing I like to do is come over here to the user's guide and grab the student ID number from the user's guide. So I'm going to use copy student ID and then paste that here as well. And this is going to allow the student ID number to appear at the bottom of the message. So if I get a learning coach responding that I don't recognize, I can certainly use that student ID number to relocate my student. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and click Send. This is going to, I'm actually going to want to file this one as a note. Going to hit Send. That's going to send these students this information as well. And there we go. So now I've actually invited all those students that are missing a monthly progress conference to that ad hoc session, and I've also sent them a message and CC'd the learning coaches that that conference time has been set on their schedules. Have a great day.